We're not even on our starting screen. We're on the other one. Hi.
It's
Welcome.
fine.
I know, it's just starting
fine.
soon.
No, we're on
It's
the.
fine. Oh, you mean you're talking about the screen that it rolls over to? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hi
It does
everybody.
all kinds of
Hi
stuff.
hopes.
How's
Hi
everybody
hopes.
doing?
Cheshire. How you guys doing? Boosted. Good to see you, buddy. Mythical. Hey, didn't see you all the way up there. Welcome.
How's it going, everybody? So tonight we're doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We have the party, the grand opening. So they've had a soft opening of their tavern that they inherited.
Earned.
Over the last like month or so. And now they're ready to they've assembled a party, block party, alleyway party. To get into that. But I guess we'll start with the recap unless we have any other announcements. Do we have any announcements?
Nope, I don't think so. Tomorrow, the rest of the week should be normal. We should have Strahd tomorrow night, and next week we're good.
I think
next week we're good. I think we're good we're definitely good tomorrow, and then next week we should be good, and then the holidays are going to show up, which usually screws stuff up. But
definitely good tomorrow. We know that one.
Yeah, definitely good tomorrow.
Yeah.
Definitely good.
Yeah, because we have to have our session with Avalar to see how he's going to TPK us this time.
We left at a crucial cliffhanger last week on Friday, so don't miss that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't remember what the cliffhanger was. I just remember the cliffhanger because I remember
the celestial and the vampire are fighting each other, and I'm flat on my back with the.
Oh yeah, and we're like ready to jump off the wall.
Vampire spawn on top of me. Yeah,
we're ready to jump off the wall at any sign of this is going real bad.
I think we're already at.
It's already going pretty bad for me.
Well, yeah, but that's just you. I think. I think that's just you. I haven't gone yet. I don't think in that turn order, or I did, but it was like very useless.
Yeah, I don't know what you did.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. We'll find out all about it tomorrow.
That's it. We'll find out what happened when Corgi tells us.
Tomorrow night on Homebrew Cafe. All right. Yeah, when Corgi tells us what happened. Speaking of which, Corgi, can you tell us what happened?
Yes, tell us what happened.
Sure. These are very abridged notes, so I apologize to everybody.
I think I vote to make that the permanent transition to the recap. Corgi, can you tell us what happened?
Yep.
All right, and
Corgi, tell us what we've won.
It's
not good.
Sorry. Okay. In the 210 days before the party, they each work on different tasks. Sora spies more on the Ambermore estate and gains more knowledge about plants. Gorbert and Phoebe both work on their projects for Terran to be accepted as his apprentices. Sora does learn more from her surveillance about a Lord Ambermore and tries to pickpocket him, which did not work. Gorber gave up on his magical island item work for a time to work on the hydroponic system, which leaked all over before he was able to repair it. They then decided since they were too busy, they then decided since Phoebe was too busy to go to the yawning portal, that that Gorber and Sora would go there together. They ended up fighting a displacer beast that was killed by Gorbert, and were given some money as their cut of the bets that were placed against them. That is what I know.
That pretty much covers it.
It is. Okay, one of the things we didn't do last week that we should have done is because you guys are open and another 2 weeks went by, you have 2 more weeks of earnings, so we have to roll for money.
Wait.
Which is what I roll. I got
Roll
new
for money.
dice. I got
No whammies,
dice.
no whammies.
Can I use a luck?
Can you use a luck?
No, no
It-
whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Can we roll with advantage?
Can I have aid?
Well, I will say this. For these 2 weeks, you don't have the negatives you had from the rat infestation,
Oh, good.
right? So that's good.
That is good.
Okay, that went quite well. That would be 160 gold for week 1. And 150 gold for week 2.
Nice.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
So that is 103 for 2 people and 104 for 1.
Well, we know how that split's gonna go.
Yep.
Here you go, Phoebe.
Here you go, Phoebe.
I was like, what? Am I
100
going to get another 1,000 copper?
Well, you're
And
getting
you can keep the
100.
rest.
Your 1 gold comes in the form of 100 copper.
So she's gonna get what? She's gonna get 103 gold and 100 copper.
Yeah.
1,000 copper.
Is it 1,000?
Oh yeah, 1,000 copper, right? 1 gold is 1,000 copper.
Is
No,
that the conversion?
No,
No,
it's
100.
10,
right?
10 copper, 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold. So it'd be 100. 100 copper is 1 gold, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for 1 gold.
Yeah, you
Okay.
turned in 10 gold for that earlier. Or something like that.
Yeah, 10 gold. 10 gold would be 1,000 copper.
Mm-hmm. So she gets
All right.
103 gold and 100 copper.
So now I have 1,100 copper jingling around in my bag.
For sure.
Can we get
Right,
an
we ca-
encumbrance
we-
weight on you?
Which I think we figured out weighs probably about 100 pounds.
Interesting. That sounds like a lot.
It's okay. I have
believe it's a
encumbrance for
pound per
money
50.
turned off. I have
It's,
encumbrance turned off
Five
for money.
encumbrance.
It's fine.
That's because I'm the best DM.
I'd like to convert all my gold to copper. How much would that be?
Too much. Don't do it. All right. So the morning of the party.
I like Chester's answer. We find out what happens when Corky tells us, Corky, you give me all of your money.
So 100 copper weighs 2 pounds.
100 copper weighs 2 pounds.
Yeah, so 1,100 copper is 24 pounds.
Okay. I have 24 pounds of copper.
In case you need it.
With that much copper, surely your stealth is bad.
And it's only equivalent to 11 gold, which is awesome.
Which buys you dinner.
All right. So the morning of the party has arrived. Leith has been spending the day cleaning up the area and setting stuff up. People have been arriving like food trucky type, the food carriages we had discussed, I believe, have shown up. The other members of the alleyway have come out, the ones that are going to give set up their like storefronts for the party. And there's been some decorating. You can see like the private eye guy, Vincent Trench. He's out helping set up. He's like hanging up streamers and things. Avi and Embrick are out. They're like setting up sort of a display of some of their wares. And Embrick is actually setting up like an axe throwing station. Is it Fala? Who has the that one place?
Fala
She
has the
said she would.
plants, right?
Yeah,
she's
she
the
would
plants.
do the
So
flowers.
she's bringing out big pots of plants. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So she's bringing out plants, and she's setting them out and around the area. And she brings over a wheeled flat cart over to you. And it has 100 small clay pots that are all filled with dirt. And she said, "This is my gift for the gift bag. The thing."
Thank you so much.
I filled.
I don't know how we will keep the dirt from spilling out, but thank you.
Well, be careful. I gave each pot a random seed from my stash. Something. I'm trying to think of what it would be called, but that's the first word that jumped to my head. My
her reservoir, her library. There you go.
Her library. There. Thank you. That's really where I was hoping. Sorry, library. From my library, there are a few very rare seeds in the in the lot. You should see a great collection of color cast over the city over the next few months.
Oh, that sounds delightful to me. Thank you so much. Are you sure we can't convince you to stay for the evening festivities?
I'll be staying.
I knew that you weren't sure before if you were or not. I'm excited.
I'm going to sit by my home and sort of keep an eye on things. In case
On the
anybody
malfeasance.
Yes, but mostly if somebody gets hurt or if anything does happen, I could be here to aid. I am skilled with healing, so
I'm skilled with the opposite.
you look like you could be. Avi brings over a collection of pins. So it's like a pin for your shirt that has like a it would be like, it seems very simple, but very intricate at the same time. Piece of twisted metal in a sort of little design. that she brings over for her and his gift, as well as a card that that says wearing the pin. It's each pin is attached to the card, and on the card it says wearing this pin you receive 5% discounts at the store. So so there's that.
Pretty cool.
Well, that should help draw people, and it would be good to drum up good business here in the alley, bringing a good name here. You guys have done well. Be sure to try out the axe throwing later.
Oh, I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes. I'm quite the axe thrower myself.
Oh, I believe you could win. We're giving away a like a plate mail to somebody who gets the highest score of the night.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, Embrick made it. He cherishes it quite a bit, but it's how we're going to sort of fundraise, I guess. We're going to use the entrance. Each can donate some money to throw, and then we'll take the profits from that to hopefully build fix some things in our workshop that need fixing, of course, and
well,
maybe get some
if you need any help fixing stuff around the shop, I'm pretty handy myself.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah, he totally is. He only broke one thing yesterday, but he fixed it.
Stop! Shush!
And the thing he built just totally. I'll just stop.
Don't pay no. They're just jealous. Pay no attention to them.
Well, I can't remember if she's seen the cat.
I think she saw him apart. I don't know if she's seen him together.
She saw him when I first went in looking for parts, but I want to say the last time we were there, Travis was with us.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, yes, that's true. Maybe I could have you. Well, let's see what we earn from the night. We also plan on giving you some of what we make from this as a sort of thank you for sort of putting all this on for us. We hope the night goes great.
It's our pleasure. We hope it goes well too.
I know we haven't been by the tavern yet, but we'll hopefully be by later today, and maybe in the future we'll have a chance to get over there.
Yeah, no worries. Everybody's busy.
Vincent, when Vincent comes up to it takes him a while to get over to you guys, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a stack of cards, that hands it down and says, Vincent Trench, private detective. It's the same press that was on his window of his door, and it says half off um the missing persons. So
Off a missing part. What, do you cut them in half, or do you just like bite them in half?
no, I can find them, my dear.
But only half of them. Okay.
No, that's not what that means.
No, it's just I would forego half of the bounty or the reward for finding the missing person.
You should be more specific. In
This
your
this leads to question: Is missing persons that large of an opportunity in this area that you decided to make the half off on that specifically?
Well, no, I'm actually pretty good at finding people. It's like one of the things I'm actually rather.
Oh, I
good at
thought
doing.
maybe missing persons was, almost like epidemic levels in this part of town.
Well, no, see, I don't really have one. My business isn't one of those things where it's like a lot of people come by and see me. You know what I'm saying? So it's very particular. So I figure
you're hoping that people who have people missing will seek you out now.
Correct. That way, because it might be easier for me to find that person than somebody else.
I see.
Yeah. Do you
I'm
know of anybody who's missing?
I'm gonna look at Phoebe and I'm like,
Maybe we should have looked him up when we were looking for Floon.
Floon?
In hindsight, that's a very good point.
Oh, we already found Floon. But we sure could have used some help.
Probably. I will say, it just does cost a bit, and half off is a pretty fair. It's a pretty good deal, I would say. Because a reward for a missing person can be in the thousands.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
And Phoebe is going to slap her third boob full of copper coins.
And you're like, I have thousands.
oh god, I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
Oh no. I'm just trying to picture it and I'm like, there's no is it in the middle? I'm just confused.
Or does it just make you look old and
if
it's
it's off to one
that's
side, it's
down?
like under your arm. I mean, I guess it could be.
I'm not going to answer any of these questions because I like you wondering.
Oh, D&D. Okay. All right. As the festivities start to grow up, it doesn't actually get too far into the afternoon before people actually start to show up and wander around the alley. As well as so the alley starts to fill up with people from all over town. Some of the first people you see are the people who actually live along the alley there. Thousands. This is I gotta all right. So the alley starts to fill up with people wandering around and checking out the different stores, but the people that you start to notice at first are people you've seen in the alley or nearby, basically coming down to check out and see what's going on with
Nice clip.
all the stuff that's happening down there. After a little while, let's say this is about 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon, a group of musicians shows up, and they're all carrying their instruments and heads outside of the tavern. Who do we see about setting up inside? We were sent here by Good Song, right? I think that's where we sent by.
Yes, we
Yeah,
went to Good
yep.
Song.
Yes.
Phoebe, do you want to show them where they can set up to play?
Sure. And I'm going to find like the booth where we have all like the gift bags or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like set them up nearby that so that because people are gonna be drawn to the music, so they'll be drawn that way
Okay.
towards,
Awesome.
and that'll be of course towards the tavern naturally.
Okay.
Of course.
As is proper.
And so this is a booth outside of the tavern, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the musicians are outside. Okay.
I'm assuming that like what I am thinking, you guys can change my mind, is that the booth is just outside the tavern and people who enter the tavern get a gift bag.
I like it.
Oh, so they're over by the front door.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Gotcha.
Am I trying to get everyone? No, I think out of all the people here, Sora's the one that you have to worry about.
All right. Among the people you see all kinds of people. What would you guys like to do? What are you doing as the party starts to come up throughout the day?
I don't know. I guess I'm just mingling around.
And I'm probably like, if I see somebody I know that from the alley, I'll be like,
Hey, we're having a party here tonight. Invite everybody you know.
and probably, I don't know. I might make like some.
Send a message in the group chat.
Text your friends.
Text friend. Start a Facebook
Send a
group.
carrier pigeon.
I guess maybe I will. What's something simple that doesn't require a lot of cooking that a whole bunch of people can eat?
None of your food.
Here.
Hair.
Air.
I guess
Beer.
Oh.
beer. I guess she's going to make little soft pretzel bites.
Okay.
And there'll be like a little snack outside of the tavern that will sell for like, a couple coppers for a couple of them.
So you can add it to your
Okay.
pouch of copper.
Okay.
Yeah. She's on that copper
Okay,
hunt now.
hold on. Let me
Bacon sandwiches.
Got the DM's not gonna make me count the weight.
So I'll roll and see if they turn out.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm trying to write. Wait, I have to write things down.
Ooh, it's a 10.
A 10. Okay.
They're a little burnt.
One moment, please.
The salt didn't stick. Maybe that's what's wrong. The salt didn't stick. And she provided no dip.
All right.
They're just dry pretzel bites.
They're not even salted. They're just like little pretzel dough nuggets that are burnt and crunchy.
All right. Gorbert, you said you were mingling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mingle around and.
Okay. Inside, outside.
Outside, mingling around the alley, walking around, seeing who's out here, trying to promote the tavern a little bit.
Okay.
Don't forget, make sure you go over to our little tavern over there and pick up your goodie bag and all that jazz, and make sure you have an ale while you're there. Listen to the music.
All right. You can roll. How about you roll a persuasion check?
23.
All right. Okay. You say that to somebody, and they shake. Oh, sure. Goodie bag. I'll be right over. And see him heads right over to the towards the inn tavern. It's technically a tavern's not an inn.
Technically, because we inhabit it.
Well, yeah, you don't
It
have
could be an inn.
You don't have a room. You don't have any rooms.
Right, Boosted. I persuaded the
Yeah,
crap
but
out
if we
of him.
moved out, we could
Yeah.
convert it into an inn.
Yes, if you moved out, you could convert it into an inn. Alrighty.
Phoebe's slightly dissatisfied with how her pretzel bites turned out, but she plots the thought that
If they're drunk enough, they'll never know they're bad. They'll keep coming back for more.
Um. Uh. Sora, what are you up to? It's like early evening, so you guys could be setting up stuff still if you have something you want to set up, or you could.
So I'm picturing our gift bag booth, right?
Mm-hmm.
With you got your bag that has a couple goodies, and you got the potted plant next to it. I kind of want to nab a few of them seeds.
All right, so
So you're gonna grab a couple of potted flower pots?
No, I just want the seed. And then
Oh,
just give
so you-
people an
steal
empty
the
pot.
seed. Steal the
Oh,
seed
you're
out
just
of the
gonna
pot.
grab a handful of dirt and get the seed?
Yeah. She said there's some valuable ones in there.
Anything is edible if you're drunk enough.
You're not wrong.
Okay. She is
Hashtag
part
been there?
goat. Just throwing that out there. All right. So, roll a sleight of hand.
$19.
All right. So, Sora walks by the table and like bumps into it almost on purpose, but nobody sees anything. The couple of the pots tip over, so she steps over and stands them back up. And you manage to pocket one seed and 3 handfuls of dirt.
That's not gonna come out easy.
All right. That's interesting, I guess. I'm counting success and failures. So I'm not sure where to put that one. All right. All right. The
Sounds like success to me. I got a seed.
success.
And then
but-
other than that, I'll be looking around, people
Okay.
watching, looking for people of interest, mainly rich people.
where would you like to be stationed?
Outside the bar.
If you guys want to place yourself within the alley, you can. You can send us over there. There's more people here than I have in the map. I'm sorry, I'm not good at my job. It just is. Gotta know that by now.
I think the entrance is right around here. She's gonna be around the entrance.
Right here is the door.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
believe.
Travis and I are probably good right where we are.
Okay.
I'm setting up my little burnt crunchy pretzel booth.
Okay. So roll. Anybody who's looking for people, roll perception. Who wants to be looking for people?
We know Sora. She's a people watcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody.
Gorbert, can you roll for Travis?
Yes, I can. Why, yes. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Travis is much more perceptive than I am.
All right. So Sora, you're pretty focused on like trying to set the table back up in a way that doesn't look like you just put handfuls of dirt in your pocket. And Phoebe, while you're there, you look over your shoulder. You're setting up. There's another table there. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm setting up a little table with my pretzel bite booth.
Oh, right, yeah. So you're setting up your pretzel bites, and you look over your shoulder up the towards the north entrance, and a couple of carriages pull up. One is a like a dark crimson color, with like gold trim on it, out of which gets a man and a woman. They're in nice, very nice clothing. These would be like the first of the nobly people to show up that you've seen. For the people who are around, all seem like they're well-to-do people. They're not living from the slums or anything, but they are just sort of average in. Whereas these people just scream money and privilege.
Is Volo around?
Volo is not here yet. No.
Okay.
They walk down the street, pausing to look at the alleyway, stopping near the entrance to the tavern. I keep wanting to say inn.
Call it whatever you'd like. You're the DM.
I know, but what I'd like to call it is tavern. So they stop sort of in front of the entrance, but they are looking around at the people who have arrived so far in the alleyway.
Phoebe in Phoebe
Fashion is gonna be like, hello! Welcome to the Troll Skull Manor grand opening. Please join us inside of the great tavern where we have great music and food.
The man seems to not pay attention to you. Not that he didn't hear you, obviously, but but just seems to not take his eyes off of looking at the assortment of people in front of him. Whereas the lady, she turns. She's wearing a dark red dress that's with some I'm not gonna get into that. I'm like going into territory you know nothing about. Just stop.
Just dress, red dress.
Red dress. So, but she turns to look at you. And her eyes look tired. Though she does look happy to see you. She just looks very exhausted. And she been I think how tall are you? Are you a giant?
5'2". I'm 5'2".
Okay. So she's about 6 foot. So she's a human with her skin's a little paler than what a normal complexion would be. She may have been inside for quite a bit recently. But she says, hello. I inside, yes, that's where we'll be. You are?
Hi, I'm Phoebe, and I'm going to point over to Sora, who's playing with dirt, and say, and this is Sora, and we are two of the owners of Trollskull Manor. Don't forget your gift bag. And she'll run over and grab it and be like, there's some cream in there. You rub it under your eyes. Nobody will know that you're tired anymore.
Oh. And she says, sort of shocked at that anybody would say that. Like nobody would have said that to her. And she touches her face and then looks at her husband. She reaches over and takes his arm and then looks down at the spotted plant and says, come. And he turns and follows her inside. They go into the tavern.
And she's gonna wave
Disappear from view.
enthusiastically after
I'll
her.
be like, have fun.
That's what happens when you let Phoebe talk to the rich people.
That's it.
Walking up the street behind them, you would have guessed from the second carriage that had arrived, is another group of more upper class folk. This is a group of like 6 20-something-year-olds that seem to just be out for a party tonight. They're joking and like jumping over each other and pushing each other around. They don't really seem to be taking any interest in anybody around them other than what's going on for themselves at the moment.
Phoebe is gonna look over at Sora and be like,
Maybe I should have bought a new dress.
Probably. That one's kind of worn down. And now it has dirt on it. I'm going to chuck some dirt at you.
Yeah. No.
Nat 20 goes straight down her windpipe and she dies.
All
What
right.
is it? 1d4 for a what is the term? A makeshift weapon.
But it's not really more like chuck dirt. It's more like chuck my
Improvised
dirty
weapon.
hands and
Yeah,
like,
improvise.
wiped them on you.
Like,
All right.
she looked a little insulted, Sora. Did I say something wrong? I mean,
No, it's
if
just the
I
way you
look
look.
tired, if I look tired, I would want somebody to tell me.
You look tired.
Oh, I know. I've been working so hard today. I'm exhausted.
At this point, the music starts to play. they got themselves situated. One of them, one of the musicians, sticks his head out around the door. Says, "We drink for free, right?"
I mean, you'll have to stop Phoebe from letting him drink for free. You don't want it to, Sora.
You're not wrong.
Oh, thanks. And he just turns around and heads back inside.
Okay.
I mean, how much could 4 musicians drink?
They didn't bring a Goliath with them, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess that in this world that is a solid question to ask. Is what are their races? A dwarf, a Goliath, and
It's 2 halflings, a gnome, and a half orc.
They could probably do a couple $100 worth of gold and damage. You ever seen a halfling party? Dang.
I guess I should probably go see if I can find Gerbert. He might be better with the rich people. I mean, he went to like the college thing, so he likes to keep telling everybody.
and all he can do is make a cat.
I'm gonna walk down to the corner. Like to the intersection here. I'm gonna look both ways and see if I can see Gorbert.
So,
Okay.
do I see Rashal anywhere? Like, is he peeking out of his bookstore or?
So at the moment, if you look down towards his place, what you will see is most of the area in front of his house here within the alley, that's the word I'm looking for, alley, is set up for the party and is very well lit. His home is, all the lights are turned out in dark, and there's a big, large closed sign on that back door.
Okay.
That's what you see at the moment down there. Where you're at, Vincent is now, he's gotten himself a drink from within the tavern and has made himself way back down towards his place and is sitting out front on his stoop, just sort of watching the people around. You rolled a 13, right? No, Travis rolled a 13.
Travis rolled a 13. I rolled a 3.
Travis rolled a 13. Okay, so you only rolled a 3. Do you even see Travis? All right, so you're walking with
Yeah,
Travis.
he's right here next to me. See? What? Maybe he's here.
Okay, so Travis suddenly turns and points, looking down the south entrance to the alley, and his eyes light up. Or his special eye lights up.
His special tracking eye.
Yes.
and he's looking down this direction.
Mm-hmm.
With my 3, do I notice that?
Yeah, you notice
My-
that he
my-
points down the south entrance, but you look down
My
that way,
my
and you don't
passive
really
my
see what
passive
he's
is like
looking
11. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and say,
What is it, Travis? What do you see? You don't talk. That's right.
for. His mouth opens up and it lets out a low whir. It sounds sort of like a growl.
okay, I'm going to like really look down the alley. What do you want? Investigation?
Yeah, you can go roll an investigation. It's good.
An 8.
All right. Down there's a small group of people heading in all at the same time, and they like make their way into the south entrance. As they make their way by, it's all manners of folk. There's halflings and humans and all kinds of people. As they walk into the alley and head more towards this area down here. All in a group. Travis watches them all, and then he stops. The eye turns dark, back to what it was before. And as they pass by,
What's the matter with you, Travis?
Do I recognize any of the halflings from like Froons or anything, or?
so yes, you do. You do notice that one of them looks pretty familiar. It's not the one that you trapped in the house, but it's definitely.
Well, he was human.
Oh yeah,
right?
he's a human, right?
Yeah.
You don't see the guy that you trapped in the house, but one of the halflings looks like it could have been one of the guys. That you remember seeing.
You have to find out if his name is Roy.
Damn you, Roy.
What? Travis, what's the matter?
Do I see Phoebe peeking her head around the corner?
Yes, Phoebe, you're coming around the corner there. You can see through the crowd. The crowd parts a little bit, and you can see Gorber standing in the middle of the alley way down there, next to Travis, who's kind of buzzing on the ground. And then he stops, and Gorbert's talking to the Travis.
I guess I will if I see him, when I see him, I guess I'll start skipping that way.
Okay.
La 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 la.
Roll
La,
for
la.
athletics, I guess.
DMCA.
Roll for athletics.
Song.
Or dexterity.
Okay, let's see. 13.
You do not fall on your face.
Yay!
It's not super graceful, but you skip over it for sure.
There's a whole bunch of people in my way. They're
Yeah.
interrupting the skip.
Yeah.
They're interrupting the skip. Yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Gorbate.
Phoebe.
Gorbate, hey, there's like all these rich people showing up, and apparently I'm making them uncomfortable.
I can't imagine that. Hey, did you see that group that walked past you while you were hopping over here? The couple of halflings, and did you see those guys?
Roll perception.
It-
Phoebe.
Okay. 16.
Yes, you did see them, and you
Uh,
also recognized. Now that you think back on it, you're like, oh, wasn't that one of those guys that we've seen all the time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess that one was kind of like one of the guys that we saw at Froon's, huh?
Yeah, Travis was acting really weird when they came up into the alley. He was almost growling at him. His eye lit up, and he was just acting really weird. Like, I don't know. We gotta keep an eye on them. They might be up to something.
I'm gonna bend down. I'm gonna look at Travis and be like, Travis, do you know how to nod your head? Travis, why didn't you teach him how to nod his head? You need to activate
He
his
knows
head.
he knows how to nod his head. He's a construct.
Yes, he nods his head.
Travis, did one of those guys hurt you?
He nods. Can you know that? Yeah, I guess he knows that. He nods, yes.
It's Roy.
Damn you, Roy. Which one is he?
Damn you,
Which
Roy.
one is he, Travis?
I'm gonna pull my big brass wrench out of my belt.
Which one is he, Travis? Point him out.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Sora, what are you doing?
Abandoned at the entrance. The table full of gifts. Rich people walking towards you. And a container full of slightly burnt, saltless pretzels.
So you're standing there at the entrance by yourself. You watch the group of teenager 20 somethings, whatever, young adults walk through, and then Phoebe heads away. You're left there in front of the door. Roll perception, but what would you like to do?
He doesn't have much interest in too much. I mean, maybe I'll walk. No, this isn't the place. I was gonna say I want to pickpocket some people, but she's trying to. Let's just say that she's trying to promote business, trying to get people in the, like,
Okay.
really trying to get people in to the tavern.
Okay. So you're standing there. You hand out a couple of things. Roll a persuasion check.
Seven.
Yeah, that sounds all right. And roll and that perception check.
Perception. That one.
You're the most unroguey rogue.
Truly.
Okay. So
I'm not in my element, all right? I'm in a city. I rolled a 1 when making this character.
okay.
I made her for the woods, not the city, but I didn't really understand that this was going to be in the city. To be fair.
So you're standing there, you were you're getting a little hungry. And you were trying to get people to buy some of these pretzel bites that Phoebe left you with, but you started eating a couple of them. So you've eaten like two little trays full of these pretzel bites now. And meanwhile, probably like 15-20 people have walked right past the entrance of the tavern. Like a whole crowd of people just walked right on by. Yeah, and some may have even gone inside. You don't know. All right. So you ask Travis Gorbert where who it was right?
Yeah, which one of them hurt him?
Which one from him?
Yeah. Which one was it, Travis?
Okay. So the eye lights up, and all right. So the eye lights up, and Travis turns his head, and the eye blinks, and on okay, roll perception, Phoebe and Corbett.
15.
You guys,
Well,
you guys look in the direction that he's looking, and it's at the group, and you can see like some of the group is sort of like dispersed now. There's some people standing in front of the armorer and looking at the plants and talking to different people, and there's like a whole line of people that started by this like cheese steak covered place that's smells amazing. So a whole line of people has started up for there. And you look in that direction, and his eye blinks, and it blinks a couple of times, and Gorbert, you see a human man standing next to a halfling, the halfling that you recognize. And he's leaning against the side of a cart, and a little red light appears on his shoulder a couple of times and then disappears.
Okay. I'm gonna walk.
He looks
I'm
at
gonna
his
walk
shoulder
towards
and
the group.
and looks around a little bit, but doesn't.
They're where? Like over here somewhere?
Yes. Yep. He's
Okay.
right here. I don't have a person for him. I should.
Okay.
but I
No, that's
don't.
fine. That's fine. So I'm gonna walk towards them. I'm gonna get probably 20 feet away.
Okay.
Phoebe is definitely going to follow you.
He's now talking to he stopped looking for the light that was on his shoulder, and now he's talking to the halfling, and he's like pointing at his shoulder and just like trying to get the halfling guy to be like, yeah, there was something here. He was trying to sort of infer that from what's going on, but he doesn't see you, doesn't look up at you.
Okay. I'm gonna have my wrench down at my side, and I'm gonna go,
Hey, Roy!
And he looks up.
Yeah, you!
I'm gonna point the wrench right at him. I want a word with you.
And he smiles. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, the cute little pink-haired gnome.
At 11.
Oh,
Yeah, all 4 feet of me.
So he leans up off the cart he's leaning on, and him and the other halfling, as well as another halfling and a human that you didn't really see standing there, they all turn at you and walk over. He walks over pretty confidently. Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what you did to my cat.
I don't know anything about it.
Don't try to... Listen, Rat Guy told me that you busted up my cat.
What if I did? What would you have to say about it?
I kneecap him.
All right. Roll for an attack.
Will an 8 hit him?
See, you swing and he lifts his leg up out of the way. Feisty one, are you?
You had no right to damage my property.
While
What?
he like is moving his leg out of the way, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Oh my god. All right.
Jeez.
Roll your attack.
All right. It was on an 18.
And as he like steps out of the way, he twirls around. Phoebe goes swinging through the air, missing. Ha! He starts laughing. Look, we did the job. We did what we had to do. It is what it is. But let's call it even with your cat.
I better not catch you around my cat again. Anything happens to Travis, and I'm gonna find you. Now I know who you are.
A lot of good that'll do you. And he turns and walks towards the tavern. Thor did see it. The other
the whole group
the
of them walk towards the tavern.
Yep.
So I'm
Are
gonna
they-
follow him over.
As I'm following behind,
I'm like, Gorbert, we did it. I can't believe we both missed.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna tell Sora as they walk past Sora. I'm gonna point at Roy and go,
that's the guy that busted up Travis.
That bastard.
Travis recognized him. He pointed him out to me. And the guy told me he did it. He said, but he was just doing what he was paid to do. He said, so we're going to call it even. I don't know. I don't want to
Yeah,
make a
no,
scene here. I don't want to
I
make a
don't know.
scene here.
To win both ways.
I
You
know,
don't
he
want him
got
in
money
here? We can
and he
kick him
got to
out.
break
No.
our cat without having to pay.
Yeah, well, the night's not over. But I don't want to make a scene here.
Not today.
I'm going to call upon one of my new fun little bird friends.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to have them follow Roy.
Okay. Roll a nature check.
Okay. With how well I've been rolling tonight, he's probably going to spend the night sleeping.
Can you have him poop in his beer?
Oh, nat 20! With that, he
Nice.
might poop in his beer.
So Phoebe has been leaving the house and spending lots of time just wandering the city on her own over the last 2 weeks or so. So it's like a bit of a shock to all of you when she turns and like whistles perfectly the sound of a bluebird that's flies down and lands on her hand, which she then chitters this little sound at this bird, who then flies into the tavern after the group of men. So
Where'd you learn how to do that?
Oh, that's what I've been working on something to become the apprentice. That's my thing, is I've been working with animals.
Oh, interesting.
that's awesome.
They're very friendly around here. They were a little standoffish at first, which I understand. You should hear some of the stories.
Jesus.
The stories what? That the birds are telling you?
Yes.
Do they work for the bourgeoisie?
They don't know. You don't want to know what they've been telling me about you, Sora.
Like what? They haven't seen anything. I'm very sneaky.
They saw you like wandering around the forest for forever looking for something and basically not finding it.
All right, they know stuff. All right,
Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
I found some stuff. Not anything cool though.
I was just thinking,
They said that you've been sitting for hours in the shrubs outside the mansion uptown.
That's fun.
I mean, as far as you know, both things I said could apply to either her wandering around the woods being lost and her sitting in the bush not finding anything.
You ain't wrong.
there's that. You're not wrong.
That's true. So as you
One of
guys
the
are
henchmen in the bush?
standing out in front of the tavern, you hear a familiar voice coming from behind you towards the south entrance there. And as you turn and look, you see Floon and Volo walking up together. Floon waves, says, "Hello, welcome," or "Hi, hello." No.
Oh, has Rygar shown up yet, or would I even see him?
Rygar.
Right, isn't that his name?
Renar?
Rynar.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not here yet. No, you haven't seen him anyway.
Okay.
I'll wave to Floon and Volo.
Oh, look who you become friends with, Gorbert.
Not friends, I'm just being social.
Mhm.
Volo walks up. Yes. Looks like it's going quite well so far. It's about like 6:30, 7 o'clock at this point. The alley is it's pretty well full. It's still light out. There's a lot of people hanging out, going through the different shops and eating food and talking. There's other bards and things that are in the surrounding areas have shown up with or without your consent to take part of this crowd that has assembled here. Music is coming out from all angles of the alleyway, and there is just people everywhere. I told you that this party would be good for the tavern.
Well,
I
I
mean,
guess we'll see how good it actually is.
it's been an interesting evening.
Oh, and then I'm
Yes.
gonna pick up a plate of pretzel bites and hand them to him.
Thank you. He's obviously very accepting of anything free. Floon also, thanks. Have you seen Raynar yet? He's the one who invited me. But of course, Volo then came by afterwards. Said,
I was actually looking for Raynar myself.
No, I haven't seen him.
he said he'll be here, so he should be here at some point or another. But where's the most fun to be had?
Well, I can tell you the people that are inside are really uppity. You tell them, you just say one little thing and they take offense.
What did you say?
I just said that I had some cream that was in the bag that would help her not look so tired. It's
Uh,
true. And she looks very tired.
Who are you talking about?
There's a lady in a red dress. I don't know.
Hmm.
She's
Oh, well.
inside.
I'll see. Of course. Volo goes, of course the fun is best started with drink. Let's go in and see the tavern now that it's been remodeled. And he brings shows Floon towards the door. Floon nods and says, I'll see you guys in a bit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And we.
And you
Oh,
gonna go in?
I was gonna ask if we could take a quick break so that I can
Sure,
take
go
the
ahead.
dogs out.
Sure.
Okay.
We could take a minute.
Thank you. You can show everybody your most recent procurement.
What's my most recent procurement?
Your bag of dice.
Your
Oh, my
bag of dice.
My bag of dice. I got a big old bag of dice. 25
No, that's
sets.
a bag of dice.
25
25 sets.
Plus the like 7 or 8 sets I already had. Now I have a lot. So I picked out some new ones that I've been rolling. So I have, these are expensive ones. These are Chessex. So these are my purple and black Chessex dice. And then I've got, expensive, but they're, you know what I mean. They're not these 25 sets of dice for $34 dice.
now you need a dice bag of holding.
I have this. It's pretty close. But I would like one of those like nice ones. That would be cool.
Well, the dice bag of holding has all the different pockets in it, right? It's got all
Nice.
so you can actually separate the dice in it.
That's crazy. Okay, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you can have a
Saying was
pocket of
20.
just D20s and D4s and D8s and
Yep, that would be cool. And I've got this one, which is, this set is like a blue mixed with a brown, like blue and a brown swirl together, which is so me. it's oak brown on one side, and then I have this set, which is like a purple and a light blue mix. So those are the dice I'm rolling tonight: purple and black, blue and brown, blue and purple.
there's a link for what I'm talking about. No affiliation between us and Critical Role, but
No. Daly's dice bag of hoarding. Yes. Oh my lordy. I see what you mean.
yeah, it's got all the different compartments in it, so you can separate all your dice out.
You could be a dice goblin. I'm good.
You were gonna say a Subway sandwich boosted? That's his new procurement.
Nope.
You know they brought back roast beef boosted.
They did.
Were you here for that?
Oh my goodness. I should have went back. I have chicken waiting for me for after the game.
They got Subway has roast beef again. McDonald's has the McRib back. I mean, it's like
It is the best right now. We're living in the best of worlds. Not true at all. It's Thanksgiving, which is a terrible holiday to be a meat cutter. Just throwing that out there. It is the worst. Oh. Don't even get me started. Customers, man.
it's a lot of dice in that bag, right?
There's a lot of dice in that bag. It doesn't say how much it will hold. Bottomless.
It's bottomless.
Bag of hoarding. I mean, it's only 36. Look at those Vox Machina dice set. The grog dice. Those are nice. That's my jam. Those black and white ones. I don't have enough dice for that big bag. That bag is big. It's like
No, it is. Yeah,
it's like
it's
8
massive.
inches across and like 8 inches deep. It's huge. It's freaking big.
Yes, it is big.
Maybe someday. It depends on.
Well, if you buy the bag now, you'll have plenty of room for when you expand.
That's true. It's true. Very true. I don't think so though.
And then if you're crafty, you can get the pattern.
Crafty. Then you can make one that's like 4 times the size. This big. Like a hula hoop is the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. You could put me in dice bag holding. You could be a Halloween costume.
You could be that could be your Halloween costume, dice bag of holding.
Yeah, you can fill the whole thing full of dice. You walk around with like 80 pounds of dice hanging off you. That'd be really funny, actually.
Alrighty, I'm back.
I'm a dice bag. Welcome back. Is
Okay,
everybody
let's-
ready to continue?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm
Alright.
ready.
All right, so we are heading. You guys were heading into the tavern. Is that what you're doing, or you're still waiting outside and just letting them enter?
I was asking the group if we were going in, if we were going to go in with Volo.
I mean, if we can get another one of the staff to cover the table for us, then yeah.
Yes, one of your staff members. It can hang out by the door as you come. As you come in, you call one of them over. Do you have their names? Did I give you them?
I don't know if they
I don't
had
think
names.
we were ever given their names.
Mm-mm.
Leap is the
Oh.
only one that we know.
Leaf.
As
Good
far
old
as I
Leaf.
know, he can't leave.
Yeah, he can't leave. Hold on, I have names on other sheets, not these sheets. Okay.
As we're headed in, I'm going to look at Phoebe and go, we really need to work on your tact.
There's that word again. I still don't know what it means.
I know you don't know what it means. That's the problem. You can't speak to certain. I mean, listen, I understand. I appreciate your honesty with a lot of things, but there's some people that you just need to not be 100% honest with. Most people don't appreciate honesty.
Why not? Honesty is the best. I would want everybody to tell me the truth.
Well, some people, especially people of higher standing, are a little more vain and they don't appreciate honesty. Like, even if you think that they're dressed weird, you wouldn't tell them that they're dressed weird. You would say, "Oh, that's a lovely outfit you have on." Even though you're like, "What can did you find that in?"
Oh, Garbert, your hair looks great. Like that?
All right. Okay, I'm sensing sarcasm and it's not appreciated, all right?
Oh, I forgot my drink. Right.
Oh my goodness.
It's just on the counter right outside. Hold on.
Okay. So were you guys heading inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You head inside. At the bar in front of you, the musicians have moved away from the door and are now at the back of the tavern with as many other musicians that have taken to the street. They want to be inside. So there's now the ring of music that is like just being kept within the walls of the tavern. Inside there's a few people have seemed to slipped by your door guard earlier. You see the two rich folks in red. They are seated at one of the corner booths and are just sitting there, not really talking to anybody. There's nobody else at the table with them. And they're just looking at the what is happening within the tavern, just watching. Volo and Floon are at the bar talking to Leaf. And there are other groups of people who are mingling around. Some in fairly nice clothes. Here and there. And
I'll see the lady in the red dress, and I'll be like,
Volo, that's the one. That's the lady.
Yes. That's Mrs. Castellander. She recently lost a child.
Well, where is it? Can we go find it?
No, not that way, Phoebe.
Oh my gosh!
told us-
The guy down the street, the detective, has 50% off.
No, Phoebe,
Missing people.
Phoebe.
And I'm gonna push Phoebe out the door. I'm just gonna push her out the door.
Phoebe,
Oh,
that's
so
not
bad.
that's not what he meant when he said she lost a child.
Well, what
She
else
knows
could it mean?
she knows where the child is. It's not it's
And I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna whisper in her ear.
her child died.
Well, then why do you say it's lost? Just say it's dead.
That's no. Okay, remember the tact word that you keep hearing? That's part of
You
it,
keep
okay?
reminding me.
Yes. You don't there's certain words that you use to imply other words that are less offensive or upsetting. So instead of going, yeah, her kid died, you go, she lost a child. See?
So then
It
what
sounds-
do you say
it's
if
less-
somebody really does lose their kid?
Her child is lost.
Semantics.
Basically, yes.
Yes.
But anyway, so okay, we go back
That's a
inside.
word for Phoebe.
Let's go back inside, but let's try to
Wait,
use
wait.
our inside voice when
So
we're in
should
there.
I go up to her and apologize for insulting her because she lost her child?
No. Okay, let me think of how we can handle this. But you let me do the talking, okay? You just
I mean, you love to talk so much, so it's not like I can stop you. I mean, of course, Corbett. Wink. See, tact. I use tact.
Okay.
Oh my god.
remember. Just
50%
let-
of this age.
let me do the talking, okay?
Now, question for the DM though.
Yeah.
Who told us the story of the castles losing their child? Somebody did.
Somebody did.
It was Volo.
Was
the
it
one that
Volo?
died.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Volo. Okay, yeah, okay. So I'll walk back into the tavern.
You also see the gang. They're sitting at one of the tables all together. Right now, there's a one of the waitresses is helping them at their table. What would you like to do in the room?
Would Volo, would you like to introduce us to the wealthier people in the room?
Yes, we could go. Uh, all three of you?
I'm gonna look at Sora and Phoebe.
Like, do you guys want to, maybe rub elbows with some high rollers?
Sora's gonna look at you kind of disgusted. No.
You don't want to meet any of the influential people from the area? I mean, you are a business owner now. I mean,
And it does what I want. It buys me my plants, and I'm happy. I don't need
I mean,
more than
it
this.
sounds weird, but I'll go.
And plus,
Okay.
if they get offended by us mentioning that they lost a baby, then I don't want to be part of it.
Listen, it's the way you say it. Listen, I don't know why I'm the only one in this group that understands how this works. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. There's some things that you don't speak about in public, and there's some things that you don't say certain way. Why do I have to explain this to you people all the time?
I'm sorry. Your weird world has weird rules.
All right, you I can
Exactly.
see because you come from the Fae, but I don't even know where you come from. Anyway,
I come from a small village.
Apparently.
And in my village, we just say there's not all this complication.
It's
No,
really
so
not that.
complicated.
It's
so
really not that complicated.
Obviously, it is. Two of us is doing okay. And you're the
I
one
feel
that's
like I'm-
concerned.
Are you sure you guys want to meet these people?
All right,
I
you know
definitely
what?
don't.
Listen, okay, Volo, I'll go. Okay.
Okay.
Coming. I said I would come. I'm coming. I was also told that I'm not allowed to talk. Or I'm supposed to let Gorbert talk for me.
Okay. Well, he says. He looks at you both. All right. Well, have a drink in your hand and stand up straight. Let's go.
Phoebe
standing up
grabs
straight.
she grabs the drink from the closest person next to her.
No.
Roll a sleight of hand. Question mark.
Question mark?
Nat 20.
Oh my lord. Okay. So Leaf hands Floon a drink. He takes a sip of it, sets it down on the bar, reaches into his pocket, takes out his money, hands a gold to Leaf, turns back, and it's gone. And he looks around, and you guys have all left. He's now just standing there next to Sora.
And by the way, I am standing like board straight because he told me to stand up straight.
Right.
So
Right. Gotcha. Okay. You're very stiff. All right. You he walks you up to a different group of individuals. A a group of they're well-to-do folks. And he casts out some names. Um the blah 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 blah. Looked at the wrong page first. All right. So a couple with the last name of Zaliston. Um. Uh. They're dressed in very nice clothes. He introduces them as a uh, a ship ownership family, and they have a bunch of dealings within the trade. And they were talking to another couple, the Oakchesters, that are higher ranking members within some of the political guilds.
Was that Oakchesters or Oldchesters?
Oakchesters, so it's OLK.
OLK.
OLK, CHESTER.
what was the first one?
Zalister?
Zaliston?
Or Zaliston?
We'll go back and double check. Zaliston. ZELESTON. The Zaliston man is an elvish of elvish descent. His name is Silvar, and he leans forward, sort of bowing to you. Volo says that this is Phoebe and Gorbert, the owners of this fine establishment, and the some of the people who are hosting this fine event. Silver nods and says, "Ah, yes. What a quite fantastic place you have here. The Spectre, as the barkeep, is very entertaining."
Sweet. Well, thank you very much. We're very glad that you could make it to the party. And yes, Leaf is quite the individual, isn't he?
Yes. He says, he gives you some sort of small talk there before you go to move on. Sitting just behind them at the table down below, Volo says, and this is Mr. and Mrs. Ambermore. Leonthorn and Ithana. They are some bookkeepers from over in the market district area, and they do quite well, says Leonthorn is sitting there. He's in a good suit. Has a drink and was talking to his wife quietly before everybody walked up to the table. And he turns and says, yes, and he turns, reaching out a hand, sort of not really paying attention to the conversation that's going on.
Phoebe is going to reach out her elbow and rub it against his elbow.
His elbow?
And I'm just gonna swat her elbow away, and I'll take his hand and go. I'm Gorbert Glurpkin. We Phoebe and myself, along with our partner Sora, we own this establishment.
Yes, it's quite an establishment. I had come here many years ago. The decor was a little different then.
Well, we've recently remodeled and upgraded the entire building.
Yes. Well, if you need somebody to do your books, that's me. He reaches into his inner coat and brings out a card and hands it to you. I do quite well. I work with a lot of the upper establishments here within town.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We will keep you in mind if we require those services.
Yes, I would thank you.
I'm gonna
Lean into Gorbert and be like, Gorbert, what are you doing? I'm trying to rub elbows.
No, we should stop. That's not what it's a figure of speech.
You have to tell me when you're doing figures of speech. I don't understand this
Can
stuff.
we talk about this some other time?
Phoebe's just gonna turn to him and she's going to like give a really stretched out like smile. Like she's and then she's standing up board straight, holding this glass awkwardly in front of her.
Because you're 5 foot, right?
5'2", yeah.
5'2", yeah. So you're a clear foot and a half taller than me. So.
And they're sitting in front of you. Yes. Is there anything else we could do?
No, we were just working our way around the room, welcoming everybody to the party, and just making sure that you're enjoying yourselves and that you have everything that you would like. Is there anything that we can get for you?
Is there anything you'd like to hear? No, I'm probably okay. Liam Thorne, it's like, I'll just take another one of these. And he pushes forward an empty glass.
I'll wave the server over and say,
Can we get some more drinks for these nice folks?
One of the servers waves and comes over and scoops up the glass and brings it over to the bar. Thank you. This is a very nice place.
Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the music and the food, and we hope to see you around.
Of course. There is another 2 people sitting at the booth with them that don't seem like they want to talk, and have stayed purposefully quiet throughout this whole exchange. Basically nodding in any sort of notice in their direction. Just sort of like, yep. You could read them as they could be guards, or they could just be somebody who's with them, that has no interest in having a conversation with anybody else.
Okay. I'll take my leave, and again,
Well, hope you enjoy the evening, and do
do come back.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Phoebe. Let's go over here.
Of course. So you guys head over to the Castellanters who are there. They are sitting together at a table. He's looking around the room, and she seems to just be like drawing on the table with her finger in front of her.
Is this the lady in the red dress, the castles?
Yeah.
Cast lantern. Yeah.
Yeah. And they are there. So he watches you walk up to them as they come. As you come in, he nods. Good evening.
Good evening. Is Volo still with us?
Volo is still with you.
Okay.
He didn't die.
No, Volo. Volo.
He's not lost.
Introduces you to them as you walk up. And Volo says, "Yes, the Castellanters. They're a oh my goodness. They are one of the older families here within the city. They have a mansion up on the hill. I believe you may have seen it at one point or another. He Miss why do I not remember the name of them? Where are they? He nods and says, he compliments the establishment. I think over time finding these people.
You almost need joyful tavern music to fill up the background.
Well, I should have had it on this time, and I don't for some reason.
It just dawned on me that we didn't have it, and I'm like, it's so quiet.
It is specifically the time to have it, and I don't have it. Why is it
like festival music?
I could
Because you're bad at your job. Is that why?
Possibly. So I found her name. Oh, there we go. Victoro. He has elfish features, but you can tell he's probably partially human.
What was her name again?
And her name is Amalia. Ammalia.
Is she also half elf?
Does not say that. Hold on. Nope, that's not right. Human. She's human.
She's human.
Mm-hmm. We were invited to join you down here. Everything.
Yeah, so I'll give him the normal. Well, welcome to the Troll Skull Manor. I'm Gorbert, and this is Phoebe. We are owners of the establishment, along with our partner Sora, who's outside. If there's anything that we can get for you, please, by all means, let us know. I hope that you enjoy the food and the music and the evening. And how are you enjoying it so far?
Quite well. They were given the pots of dirt on their way in. Not everybody was, because somebody wasn't really paying attention. And they quite well, I believe. Right, dear? She like looks up lazily and nods.
I guess I'll look at her and go, Madam Castle Lantern, I would just like to extend my most sincere condolences. Volo, told us of your loss.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna look at Phoebe and go, see?
And Phoebe's
I-
just gonna have that very stretched smile across her face and go and nod like really stiffly.
That painful third grade school photo smile.
Yeah, that's what she's giving 100%.
Volo looks a little uncomfortable. The Victor, he turns to her, puts his hand on hers, and says, "Thank you."
If there's anything that we can do for you to make your stay more comfortable here, just let us know, and we can make it happen.
Thank you. We will be sure to call on you. We need. Roll a persuasion check.
With its disadvantage because Phoebe's like
21. Yeah, with Phoebe's big old toothy grin standing behind me.
All right, no, that's okay. No, that's good. Okay. So, he says, maybe we could have something. I'll let you know.
Very well. Just get my attention, and if you don't see me, just ask one of the servers to locate me. I'm Gorbert.
Thank you, Gorbert.
No problem. And we will leave you to your evening.
Okay. Sora, what are you doing?
Dora is being
Pulling
really
seeds out of the
nosy.
pots.
While they're away, Sora, you're sitting there at the bar with Floon.
Okay.
And Raynar walks up. Now there's a sight for sore eyes. How have you been, Sora?
I was gonna say the same to you. And wink at him.
Quite well. Floon, ready to drink again. This time I'll win.
Not if I'm participating.
Now there's
Oh,
a bet I'd like to take. Wrong character. It flows over a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And then, what would you like to do, Sora? Anything? You guys can sit there at the bar and drink, or you can do something else.
It sounds like we're about to get absolutely annihilated. So,
okay. So you drink. All right, line them up. Leave. And Raynar says as he sits down. And you guys take a drink. Roll a
Constitution.
Constitution. Yeah.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll a saving throw, sure.
12.
Okay. So, you guys drink your beer down, and oh, hold on. All right. So, first to put it down is Floon, and then Sora, and then Raynar finishes last.
Nice.
Next time. At this point, Phoebe and Gorbert and Volo are heading back up. Can I get everybody to roll a perception check? Just to halvesies.
Yes.
It's like I rock some things and then I'm just like, and then the rest of just an 8.
Okay. Oh,
I
Gorbert.
guess it was gonna happen. I did get 2 natural 20s in a row.
Gorbert is MIA at the moment.
He is.
I was gonna roll, but I can't.
As
Damn.
soon as he said, "Let's go rub elbows with people," I started giggling, and I'm like, "Yes, please." I was hoping there would be more opportunities. No,
Sorry.
it's fine. I gotta do it. That's what counted. Gotta take everything that for Phoebe literally, which makes it far more fun.
Oh, poor. I can't even roll good for Gorbert. Sorry. right. Oh wait, he's back. I'll let him roll.
Coffee pot took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna.
Okay, it's fine. Can you roll?
All right, what am I rolling now?
Perception.
Perception.
I tried to roll, and I rolled you an 8, but I don't feel like that's a good idea. So
Oh no, I got an 18.
Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, good. Good. All right. So we have an 8, a 13, and an 18. Okay. The tavern is filling up with lots of people. You can see people are standing around. They've got a beer in one hand and a small pot of dirt in the other. Lots of people all around.
Who was it? Cheshire. Here you go, Cheshire. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
There you go. So, as you guys are hanging out by the bar, talking, Volo says, yes, you guys are the ones that saved great Raynar here and Floon, so obviously they can buy you guys around, correct? And Gorbert, behind everybody, you look away at this because somebody head snaps to look at you guys when they overhear this. And you see a dwarf sitting by themselves. Their eyes, though, roll an intelligence check.
All of us?
No, just Gorbert.
Okay.
Wow.
A 7.
They look familiar. Not familiar in the way that you've seen them before, but they don't look like regular dwarf eyes. But you've seen eyes like these before. And he
What,
looks
like
at
the actual Like the actual features of the eye or the color or something, or
Yeah, so they're sort of yellowy. The eyes are less white and more yellow. Uh, their eyes themselves are a little bit more glossed over. You've seen eyes like this before, but not this particular set of eyes. They just seem familiar within, and it seems out of place because you've never seen a dwarf with these kind of eyes. Well, maybe not a dwarf.
do I know where I've seen them? Like, do you want a history check or something, or
No, that was the intelligence check.
it was the intelligence check? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So you see them, they kind of familiar, but you don't.
So they spark as being familiar, but I can't place where.
Right.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
and then he sort of sees you and goes back to mingling with the people he was standing with. They just seem some average folks. There's one of the people you'd seen before. And you have a bit of a chat with Raynar and Flu. How have you guys been?
Where have you been hiding yourself, Raynar and Floon? Haven't seen you for months.
Yes. Well, I took it. Floon says I took a trip up to Neverwinter. I had some business to take care of up there, and I been back recently. Raynar says I have been hanging out with, well, a particular woman up on the upper end of town. It's been fun. Just trying to keep out of sight. Not everybody.
I'm going to lean down to Gorbert and whisper in his ear and be like,
Does that mean sex?
Yes, more than likely. I can.
I wish I
Alright,
was there.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna
You
lean
are
into
there.
Phoebe.
Oh, I am there. Cool. I'm like, Faye, do that?
I'm gonna lean into Phoebe and go. Remember the tact thing when I said that there's a time?
I
No,
was
wait. Here,
whispering.
hang on. Hear me out. When I said that there was a time and a place and stuff like that, right? And tact with Floon and Raynar, I don't believe tact is an issue. You can probably speak Phoebe to them.
Oh, okay. So, guys, does that mean sex?
No.
Yes, copious amounts.
Copious amounts.
Just
she's gonna she is gonna high five him.
Now,
Speaking of which,
I'm gonna tell Raynar that I'm trying to work on her tact, like the science of knowing what to say when to who, and she's not really grasping it.
Yeah, that's a uphill battle, my friend.
I mean, tact doesn't really exist. How can I grasp it?
You're so literal sometimes.
You're a literal whatever.
Nice comeback. That's like one step above. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you want to know what? I'm a couple of feet above you, so that's a couple of steps at
Oh
least.
sure. Oh yeah. Here come the short jokes now. Right? Yeah. Sure. Bring them on.
short jokes coming from a short person too. Woo! This is a short person making short jokes at a midget.
Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness.
Your hair's funny. I didn't mean what I meant what I said outside. Your hair's funny.
Mm.
Oh, you think I thought you meant what you said? I could obviously tell it was sarcasm.
That means her tact is getting better.
Oh goodness.
Oh man.
All right. All right. Let's stop this. This isn't the time and the place for this. Okay. Let's not make a scene inside the bar, right? On the night of the big party. Let's try to be civil to each other at least, and more so to our guests.
At this point, Phoebe is going to hand the glass back to Raynar.
I'd say thanks for letting me borrow that.
Oh,
Or
Floon.
it was Floon. It was
It was
Floon.
Floon's.
So at this time, you Gorbert, you also notice, sorry, you'll notice this as well. Some people come in, they're dressed in, it's not really armor, but it's like black clothes with a purple sash around their neck. Four men come in. They walk over to one of the tables with the wasn't the castle answers. Was it the castle? No, it was the table with the Ambermoors. And talk to them
When
for
did
a
I
minute.
miss that?
Yeah, you did miss that.
What'd you say? How did you miss that?
Yeah,
Because you didn't want to come into the bar.
I know, but
I
I'm
know.
still outside the bar.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
they walked right by you, and you didn't give them a goodie bag or anything.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. How did I miss that? The people I've been like
you rolled a
Talking
natural
for-
1 on
You were
perception.
eating them pretzels, dude.
that is true. I did roll a natural one.
Natural 1 on perception. I couldn't help it. I was like, really? Okay. Whatever. So,
Do I notice them now? Or...
no, you actually can't see them. They're sitting down facing away from you. They went over and the other people, they stand at the end of that table and talk to the people that were sitting at the table with them.
So not the Ambermoors, but the people who are sitting across the table from them.
Right. Talk to them for a moment.
Gotcha.
And they're standing there. Raynar doesn't see this, but he goes, "Oh my, I have to go," and he I have a thing. This needed to happen. I have to go, and he stands up and says, I understand all of you are probably going to be wary about this, but Floon, would you like to come with me?"
I'll just be like, have fun having sex.
No, that's not it. And says, okay, and they get up to leave. They had been there with you guys for a little while, maybe 20-30 minutes, sitting with you guys drinking at the bar.
Well, I'll say thanks for coming for a little bit, guys. Try not to stay away for another couple months.
Oh yes, of course, we'll be by soon, I'm sure. And they get up and leave. And head out. Gorbert, roll perception.
That was very abrupt.
14.
Okay. As they leave, that same dwarf, you see glances at them as they leave, and then after about 5 minutes leaves as well. Um, so you guys are sitting there with Volo. Having a pretty decent time. What else would you like to do?
The, okay. So can I assume
Mm-hmm.
that the people that came in and walked up to the Ambermoors are Xanathar?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are the Xanathar still there?
Yes.
Are they standing, or have
They're
they
standing.
been okay?
They're standing there having a chat with them. It's not got
And
out of
it's
control.
how long's it been? Only a few minutes, or has it been like a half an hour?
It's probably been like maybe 10 minutes or so. They came
10
in,
minutes?
a couple minutes go by, and then Raynar leaves. 5 minutes go by.
The dwarf leaves.
The dwarf leaves, and they're still standing there.
I guess I'm going to ask Volo, what do you think that's about? I mean, what do you think the Xanathar's dealings are with well, who are the people sitting with the Ambermoors? Are they part of their contingency? Or do you know who they are?
They very well could be members of the Xanathar.
Oh, the two that are with the Ambermoors could be members?
They very well could be, yes. I don't recognize them offhand.
Do the Ambermoors have an affiliation with the Xanathar? I mean, I don't mean to pry, and I don't mean that you would know. I was just curious if it was common knowledge.
Well, of course, everything I know is non-common knowledge. I know quite a bit about the city that isn't. Well, I mean, the Ambermoors are high-end sort of tax folk, and they help the rich stay rich, if you know what I mean. And
We
they
gotta eat
will-
them.
the but he is known, well, by some to be a sort of neutral ground for any and all of the.
But this is a very public setting for them to approach him then.
I'm not sure from here. It doesn't quite look like they have dealings
Yeah,
quite
they're
with the Ambermoors, but with the other.
but Phoebe, it's not uncommon to see the Xanathar out in public. I mean, they're from what I understand, they run a lot of this town, so it's very common to see their members throughout the city.
I know, but I mean, if it isn't common knowledge that the Ambermoors are affiliated with um them, then this is a very public setting for them to approach them.
Well, it
It's
doesn't look
public,
like
but
they're
it's not.
it doesn't look like they're actually speaking to the Ambermoors. They're speaking more to the two. They were both men sitting across from them, right?
Yes.
It looks like they're speaking mostly to the two gentlemen at the booth with the Ambermoors. Which we don't even know. We don't even know if those two arrived with the Ambermoors or if they came by themselves
Okay.
and just.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm
Are
gonna
you okay,
have
Phoebe?
it.
I'm gonna.
Phoebe, are you having a stroke? Are you all right?
Are you okay?
I cast Cure Wounds on Phoebe.
That's a restoration.
What is that? Sorry, give
Level
me
2
a
spell.
a moment. I am
Oh my
going
goodness.
to. Where is that? Oh, I'm going to cast my wild companion, and I'll make it
Spirit Bear.
what's no, that's my beast. No. This is like your bird, like Albert or Alfred.
Now, Alfred.
Um, and I will summon a. I guess a hummingbird, a tiny little bird,
Okay.
and I'm going to have it go over near, like above where they are talking, and see if it can listen in.
Okay.
Is that find familiar?
Huh?
Is that find familiar? That spell?
Yeah.
Spent like 10 minutes.
So you can basically like trance out and see and hear through it.
Yeah, that's true. I can't.
Like, guys, watch my body.
Without anything else, she's gonna go into the eyes of her little bird.
Okay. So the bird flies over there. And they hear. Okay. So you land. Roll a stealth for your bird.
Oh my gosh, I have to look up what a hummingbird's thing is.
I would also like to say I am kind of just waiting for Josephine to go to the bathroom or something like that, to walk away.
Oh yeah, that's her name, Josephine.
Okay, there is no
Got you.
hummingbird. Do you just want me to do a bird then? A bird stealth?
Yeah, that's fine.
Come on. Where is a bird?
A bird stealth inside of a restaurant or inside of a bar.
It's a busy bar.
And
It is.
it's the second bird in the bar now.
Yeah.
Yep,
Awesome.
there's two.
Ghosts and birds. That's what we're known for.
There's now a bluebird and a hummingbird.
They're totally fine. They're just being super quiet, just hanging out.
And an animatronic cat.
And an
An
animatronic cat.
animatronic cat.
And a band.
That is watching the bluebird intently.
That's true.
Okay, oh my gosh, alright, so there's no just birds, so I guess I will do bats, or it's pretty small.
1 second.
Or there's a raven.
I'm being paged. A raven will probably be best.
Okay.
1 second.
It does not have stealth. So it attacks. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
I'm back.
9!
I'm here. I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. What?
9.
9?
9.
Gotcha. Okay. So, they are. Your hummingbird comes zipping across the room. And it takes a minute before the men sees it. So they don't really see where it comes from, except for it comes from your direction. Granted, a bird flying through the air, almost directly at them. Is a little shocking. They all move, and the bird lands up in the rafters above them. Uh, and this place has creatures within it. Fine.
I'm back.
Well, then the one of the men is saying, we've been in here too long as it is. We saw him come into the area, into the alleyway, and then we lost him in one of the crowds. What would you like us to do now? And one of the men who's sitting down says, "Get out of here. You're drawing too much attention as it is. If we'll try to pick up his trail again in the morning. Go to the last place we saw him and see if he comes back through." With that, the 4 men leave. So Phoebe, you heard that. Nobody else heard that. Phoebe, you heard that. The 4 men leave. The Ambermore nods at them. Says, "This stone is gonna be the death of us." It'll be, and Mr. Ambermore says, "It'll be the death of the city if it gets out if it stays out of hands for too long." The other man says, "Yeah, you don't know what Xanathar's capable of, though. He's gonna rip the city apart if the stone isn't returned." Well, we should probably get going anyway. And the other men get up and leave, leaving the Ambermores there. Yep, they get up and leave. And the Ambermores are just sitting there now. What do you like to do?
I'm just kind of
I
waiting.
guess
Mhm.
I'll come back to my senses, and I'll tell my little construct or my little familiar to hang out for a little while, be casual,
Be
and then
casual.
fly out, and then
Okay. Takes a couple
and
minutes.
well, yeah,
Then
be
the
casual in case I
hummingbird
need to
zips outside.
listen in, and in case I need to listen in anymore, stay nearby.
Oh, okay. So just stay up there. Zips around the room a little bit. Moves to another corner.
And then I'll tell them, I'll be like, tell you later.
Tact.
Wink.
Okay. So they leave. Sora, roll perception.
Come on, Zora. Have 16. I'll take it. That's a win.
You haven't really been paying too much attention. You've been drinking quite a bit, hanging out at the bar. But you happen to look over just as a couple stands up and turns around, and you see somebody that you weren't expecting to see just standing in the middle of your bar. It is Lord Ambermore standing in front of you, just 25 feet away, helping his wife up out of the booth. It looks like they're preparing to leave.
And I am gonna make my move. So if they're leaving, I want to use the crowd to maybe help.
All right, be stealthy as you get over there.
I'm getting the stupid handkerchief. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting the stupid thing.
All right.
It's my bar.
Okay. So, what would you like to accomplish? How would you like to do this?
Okay, so the first attempt, and plan A, let's say, is, come up behind. I'm gonna target Josephine.
Mm-hmm.
And try to nab a handkerchief. This very easy task is not so easy.
Okay. Roll stealth with advantage.
Don't fail me, Sora. I hate Sora. Can you just kill her? Jesus.
All right.
Christ.
All right. So you
Sora, I swear.
you take the long. They stand up and they're prepping. You try to make your way around wide behind them to try to come up behind them as they make to leave. When you're almost to them, the somebody walks up to you and puts their arm around your shoulders. Says, Sora! Finally, I seen you! And it's Froon, of course.
Of course.
He says it so loud that them right in front of you, they notice and they turn to look at you. Lord Ambermore turns and says, wait. I know you. How's your cat?
Better now.
They fixed it. Yeah, it was broke, but they fixed it. It's a whole long story. You don't really need to go. Emic Froon. He says, reaching out to Lord Ambermore. Ambermore doesn't take his hand and sort of steps back a little bit and looks to you, Sora. Everything okay then?
Travis is all better now. Did you want to meet Travis? He's a cool cat. He's a mechanical cat. Gorbert made him.
At this, Josephine goes, a mechanical cat?
Yeah, it blows my mind, and it's quite the show. You want to see?
Lord Ambermore says, a moment then, and motions to have you lead the way.
And I'll lead him over to Gorbert.
Right. So you walk past them and head through the crowd towards Gorbert.
And on the way, I'll announce us as the owners of Trollskull Manor.
Yes, we've actually met them. So you also own this place.
Yes, the three of us co-own the manor.
Yes, it's very well. This is a very well party. Thank you for your hospitality this evening. But we have been told there's a cat to be shown.
And I'll nod at Gorbert.
Have they? Oh, they've reached me now.
Yes, yes. Yep.
Oh yeah. Travis. Where is Travis? Phoebe, have you seen Travis?
I guess I'll roll to see if I've seen Travis.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll
no.
perception.
Maybe.
You look down and Travis is still sitting there, his eye fixed upon Roy.
I'm basically
Damn
going
you,
to do the
Roy.
equivalent of scruffing him on a
Okay.
mechanical cat.
With that, they all look down and see the cat. Oh wow, she says, bending down real close to the cat.
I'm gonna take my opportunity again.
Okay, roll your sleight of hand.
You got this, Sora. You got this. Hell yeah, you do.
Okay, for those of you at home, that was the natural 20. Okay. So as she bends down, she has some pockets on the front of her. It's almost really a dress, but it seems to be more of I don't know. It's a dress with pockets. Again, I'm walking into my own land of
I
don't know this stuff.
I can just picture her bending over to take a look at the cat and Sora picking her pocket and Phoebe going, Sora, what are you doing?
So as
It's a nat 20. You didn't see shit.
so Sora, she's standing there. You reach forward and put your hand basically into her pocket, and there's a cloth in there, so you squeeze your hand closed, and then she crouches down, basically removing your hand from her pocket, like she didn't even notice. You place all of what you found into a pocket of your own, without looking at it at the moment. Very sure as to what you have acquired. Nobody seen any of this at all that you know of.
Just Nil and me.
And one other person. But anyway, so she bends down to see the cat, admiring the craftsmanship. This is very well done. Who made this?
I did. Thank you.
The Day of Wonders is coming up soon. Are you going to be parading him through town?
Oh, probably. I'm very much looking forward to it. This will be my first day of wonders since we've arrived in Waterdeep.
Yes, it shall be a good year, I'm sure. I've seen and heard of many coming to the area.
What's the day of wonder?
It's a day where the city celebrates its growth of knowledge and all things. Anything is entered in as a wonder of a feat that somebody has done. So a blacksmith might make a beautiful piece of armor to put forth as their wonder, or many automatons have been used before. Some of the first ever were produced here within Waterdeep and paraded on the Day of Wonder.
Yeah, Phoebe, remember I told you, Waterdeep has a very long-standing history in the world of artificers and constructs.
I just thought you were making it up to make yourself sound more important.
No, why would I make something up to... No, never mind.
Because you're short, that's why.
Oh,
She's gonna look around the group like that was the best zinger that's ever been sung. And seeing nobody laugh, she'll high five herself.
The imaginative inventions of the Gondar are revealed on this day and paraded through the city. These devices range from something as humble as a new cabinet with hinges to massive mechanical constructs that walk around or roll about. Failure is the paramour of invention, though meaning it is a rare year when there isn't some notable disruption of the celebration. The flying chair of Marshall was one such recent oddity, a device that worked marvelously on the way up, but was incapable of descending. Marshall was rescued by the Griffin Cavalry, but his flying chair drifted away and was never seen again. This is a story told to the group by Gorbert.
I read in one of my books.
Yes. It is quite well. But if that's all, dear, we shall be going. Thank you again for the evening.
Well, again, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and by all means, please do come back anytime.
Yes, we will.
And don't forget on your way out to take a gift bag and a potted plant, courtesy of Fala across the alley there.
Yes. Oh, yes, we will. Thank you. And Josephine nods, and they turn and walk out of the inn. It is fairly late now. Into the evening. I would say probably like 11 at this point. The inside of your tavern is still rather full of people moving in and out. And as you head outside, there are if you head out and look around, there are plenty of people still enjoying the festivities. People dancing in certain areas of the street, and it seems a portion of the circus has shown up and has started doing tricks in a portion of the off the corner. One of the
Is it the real circus, or is it that juggler that we met down at the market?
the real circus. That juggler is there somewhere. If you were to go a hunting. Would anybody have anything else to do during the party? Anything specific they wanted to attempt?
Or is good.
I
She's.
guess.
I want to sneak off and see if I actually got what I got.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna try my luck at the axe throwing.
Okay.
Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, I should try doing it too.
Okay. So as you guys walk over to the axe throwing with Avi and Embrick, Sora, you reach back into your pocket and pull out what you have earned. Inside is it's like a light pink but almost white. It's like a very off-white, almost just with a light pink of a handkerchief with the monogrammed A in the lower right corner.
Ooh.
Within that was also a small pouch, a small pouch,
A small pouch.
a small pouch. When you open this small pouch, there are 79 platinum.
Okay. Okay.
and and 3 large clear gems.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
You would probably recognize them as diamonds, worth 130 gold each.
Okay. Okay.
The
What a
natural
steal, you could say. Damn.
natural 20 on the sleight of hand.
On one of the wealthiest people in the city.
That's one of the way up there. Yep, they're up there for sure. Everybody brings their money to them, so is a thing. Um,
How much did you say they were worth? 130.
30.
I didn't know how to add it, so I just put it in other possessions. I guess I could make a custom item.
Um, as you guys head over, Avi is showing. He's got a couple of people there who are already throwing axes. And as you pull up, they're throwing their axes. They're just getting done. So it's a wheel that has 5 circles that are on the wheel, and the wheel is run to a crank that Avi is cranking, and it goes around in a big circle, and the object is to hit the moving targets as they go around.
Gotcha.
You can see the guy he's throwing. He's got a pretty good throw, but it seems to miss by just a little bit. He gets one stuck into it. As he finishes up, he throws his last one in, and it happens to stick in. And the he goes, very, very good. But obviously not enough to beat our champion for the night. So as you get up there, you can see each of the circles has a black spot in the middle of it. If you hit within the black spot, you get 2 points, and if you hit outside of that, you get 1 point, and it's no points for missing. You have 5 throws. Get as many points as you can. Any of you like to try?
Sure, I'd like to try. What's your what was the entrance fee? I know you said that you were collecting money to try and offset the price of the prize.
Yes, that'd be 1 gold per entrance.
Okay, so I'll give him a gold.
Okay. He hands you 5 axes on the table in front of you, and he walks over and starts to crank.
Get a 1 and you accidentally sink it into his arm.
All right. You may roll a ranged attack.
You want me to roll for my hand axe, or you want me to just roll?
Well, yes.
Or
you have
wait,
a
how
hand
do you
axe.
want to? I mean, well, I have a hand axe as a weapon, so.
Right. Yeah,
Or do you want me
I'm
to just
looking at what
roll
you
a
got here.
d20?
Um,
What'd you say? I talked over top of you.
I know. I was just looking at what your thing is.
So my hand axe is a +4.
Yeah,
'cause
go
I'm
ahead.
Proficient.
Because you're proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hand axe.
Okay. That's a 17.
All right. Okay. Roll. What am I doing here? I'm looking for something, but I can't find it. All right. 17. So, Gorbert, you swing down and let go of the hand axe. It flies through the air. It does what single flip and thunk right into the center of one of the rings, getting a bullseye, scoring 2 points.
And Phoebe
Nice.
is going to be excitedly
Oh,
going,
yeah.
"Yay, Gorbert!" jumping up and down behind you.
Okay. I still got 4 more throws. Just calm down. You're gonna get me. You're gonna make me nervous.
All right.
A 9.
All right. So this one flips through the air and it pa-ting, it hits with the back of the axe on one of the targets, bouncing off and landing on the ground in front. No points for this.
It
Okay,
sucked.
okay,
I
all right.
mean, that one was
It's-
good, Gorbert.
Shh. I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, you're distracting me. Shh. This isn't easy, you know. 19.
Thunk right in the middle of one of the targets for another 2 points.
Okay, 2 more to go. All right, we can do this. 2 more to go.
Mhm.
13.
This one lands in one of the outside rings of the circle. This one's actually in the same one as the first one, and is like off to the edge. So you only get 1 point for this one.
Okay.
You have 1 throw left.
Okay, last one. Focus, Gorbert. Focus. All right.
Focus, Gorbert.
Shh.
this.
Stop. Shh. I need. Shh. Focus. Okay.
No pressure, but
No.
okay.
No pressure. But what? What's the no pressure? What?
Now there's pressure.
Now there's
so
pressure.
So far, our champion has 6 points, and you have 5.
Oh, yeah, no pressure. Okay. All right. 18.
Thunk right in the middle of another target for 2 whole points.
Oh.
For 7 points total.
Oh.
Gorbert. You
Wow.
won, Gorbert.
Avi starts clapping. Wow, you've done better than pretty much anybody who's been up here so far tonight. You've got the highest score for sure.
I told you earlier I was pretty handy with an axe.
I admit I should have believed you more.
All right, my turn now.
Oh, you'd like to go as well? Sure.
And she's gonna pull out her copper bag and go,
One.
Oh,
I'll pay your gold, Phoebe. I'll pay your gold. Okay.
all right.
I do not have proficiency. Okay, let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
6.
This goes wide, almost like 2 feet to the left of the whole circle.
Does she hit the wheel?
No, she missed the wheel.
That was close, Gorbert.
Okay.
That was close.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, just you need to slow down just a little bit. Okay, you're rushing it. Okay, just slow down, take a deep breath, and focus.
I've never thrown any of these before. That was my first time.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, it wasn't bad. I mean, it would have hit if it was 2 feet that way. So maybe this time try throwing with your eyes open.
Oh, you're supposed to have them open.
It's recommended.
Oh,
Yes.
That's probably easier, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try.
5.
So she turns to try to offset the 2 feet and throws, and it now goes 3 feet in the opposite side of the circle.
Okay, all right. I think you overcompensated a little bit there. Okay.
Are you supposed to, I have a question. Are you supposed to have both of your eyes open or just one?
Yeah. Well, I do both eyes.
Okay.
I'm sure someone could do one of their eyes, but I prefer to do both eyes. Okay, look, square. Okay, listen. All right, square up. All right,
And I'll grab her by the shoulders, and I'll go,
look. Get your. You want to be facing the target, straight on, right?
Okay.
And then nice and easy. Bring the axe back. Deep breath, and then throw.
Okay.
And she's gonna go and then
Not
hold
that
it.
deep. Not that deep. No. Breathe out. Breathe, a deep breath, and then when you throw, release the breath. Okay.
Okay.
Let's try this again. 18!
Yay!
Dunk right into the central bullseye of one of the circles.
See?
2
See?
points.
So- Calm. Okay. Come on. You got 2 more to go. You can do this.
Okay, I can still beat you, right?
No. The highest you can get is 2 points per axe. So the best you could do is 6. No, I would still have beat you by 1.
Oh. Well, I can
But
still
you could
beat the
come
other-
really close.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Try one more time. Okay.
11!
So this one hits into the target, but it doesn't stick. It like sticks for a second and then drops out as the ring goes around and falls out.
Does that count
Well,
as a point?
That was really good. I mean, well, I don't think so. I think it has to stay in there to count as a point. But you did hit the target, and you hit it in the little circle. It just didn't hit hard enough to stay in there.
Oh, okay. Harder then. All right, got it. Harder.
Okay, well, okay, but you don't want to throw it too hard, because then if you throw it too hard, you might throw it right over the top of the board. So you got it nice and just breathe in, breathe out, throw. Okay, and make sure you're facing the target with your eyes open.
Okay. Okay, facing the target, eyes are open. Gotta blink a couple times just to make sure.
Nine.
Thunk. As it hits the ring and then falls onto the ground.
Okay, well, what? I mean, that was actually pretty respectable for your first time ever throwing a hand axe. I mean, it's probably better than I did the first time I threw my first hand axe.
Thank
It
you,
might have.
Garbert.
My turn.
Okay, your turn.
Watch and learn, Phoebe.
Sora just starts chucking daggers.
I wish I could do
No.
daggers.
Hand axes.
What? I can't use my +1 daggers.
No, you can't use your +1 daggers.
Okay.
Gorbert should
Do I
have
have
cast magic weapon.
Do I have to add a
Yeah.
hand axe? I have to add a hand axe.
So I got 2 points.
Okay, there it is.
You did, yes, you got 2 points.
Is it 2 or 3? 2 points.
You got
3.
2.
No.
Point.
2
No,
points.
because 2 of them fell out.
That's
and
right,
2
yep.
completely missed.
All right.
Nice.
That was an actual 20. So I didn't account for natural 20s in this scoring.
she just winks, looks over at them, winks, and not even looking at the target, just goes thump.
right into the central point. 2
Yeah.
2 points.
Woo! How are you guys rolling it without using your like mine has like a +4 there?
You have a +4 because the hand axe is a +2 automatically, right? And then you have a proficiency on top of it with thrown weapons.
Gotcha.
Because you're a rogue, you have a proficiency with light weapons or thrown weapons.
And I
So
have zero.
you're getting your +2 on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, Sora's gonna wreck your score.
With another one. Boom, right into the next, without even hesitating, right into the next target. So 1 target, 2 targets. 3 targets. 4 targets. On the 5th target.
I'm sorry, Corbett.
That's all right.
The 5th target, it sticks in but drops out for no points. So 8 points.
You have to throw it harder.
Well, wow, Sora, that was pretty impressive.
I didn't know I could do that. I was just coming up here to have fun.
You're pretty experienced with a dagger, so I mean, I suppose the mechanics are the same.
I think I need
it's
to
just
go buy a couple of these.
It's just the weight's a little different. I'm sure Avi can sell you a set of hand axes if you'd like.
I could.
I like these. Can I buy this one?
You can. Let's say 2 gold for all 5.
Deal.
There you go. You now have 5 hand axes for no reason. So, you hear from behind you. What? I was the one that had the record. I was gonna win. And you turn around and it's Roy.
You know, like the anime thing where they pull down like part of their eye and they...
He was the champion before you guys walked up.
I'm gonna squint my eye at him and give him my best Newman. Hello, Roy.
Corbett.
And Phoebe is going to like do an L on her forehead with her tongue out and like, nah.
What are you even gonna do with that breastplate?
Mounted on my wall.
On your wall. The waist.
Maybe I'll cut it up and make a dog.
Ooh, I like that idea. I get to name it though.
I would never cut up a piece of workmanship like this. I mean, Avi poured his heart into this thing. It's gorgeous. Look at it.
They'll say the gang is sort of gathered up a little bit. And their eyes narrow around as they point at you. Or look at you. Fine. I don't know what it.
Not our fault
Sell
you
it
can't throw a
anyway.
hand axe.
You're just fine. And he turns and walks away. So you are handed the breastplate. Well, at the end of the night it would be given to you.
And I will gift it to Gorbert.
Okay.
Oh, I thank you, Sora.
All right.
You're
So does
welcome.
anybody have anything else they'd like to do at the party? Anything in particular?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. So as the night winds down, everybody seems to head out, and you guys are left in the empty tavern as the night winds down, and you can hear the party sort of leaving the area as the crowd is all dismissed and the shops all close up their doors for the night. You Avi gives you the breastplate, which I have to look up real quick.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I have to look it up real quick.
Oh, okay. I think
It's just a standard breastplate.
No, that's what I'm looking up.
Oh, okay.
um, well, it's like a +2 breastplate. I
Oh, it's
wanted
a +2.
yeah. I was gonna give it a something, but maybe
So our tanky gnome is gonna be tankier.
sure.
Is it adamantium?
It's not adamantium, no.
That'd be cool.
It's unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium. Oh, that's
Ooh,
such a good
a
movie.
mithril flex plate.
That's such a good
A-
freaking movie.
A
I've seen
mithril
that movie like
breastplate.
a bajillion times. Yeah, I was gonna say that a mithril breastplate that's like +1 with force damage resistance is what I was gonna have, something like that. That's fine if you want to use that.
Well, the mithril breastplate basically takes away my disadvantage.
Oh, well, there you go then. How about that? It gives you a mithril breastplate +1.
Yeah. Mithril is a light, flexible metal. A mithril breastplate can be worn under normal clothes if armor imposes disadvantage on dex stealth checks or has strength requirement. The mithril version of armor doesn't.
Well, there you go then. How's that? Mithril armor +1 to remove your disadvantage. Sounds chill. You also go through and acquire any of the funds that have been collected throughout the night for you guys. This number, if you take the time to count it before going to bed, do you do so?
Oh yeah.
Okay. 7,800 gold.
We need to do this more often.
Yeah.
That's 2,600 for each of us.
Wow, finally a solid number, huh? Wow. Okay. I feel like I need
Remember,
to go
it
to a
costs
bank.
it costs you 3,000 gold to do it too. So we got to remember
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
So
that's still like 4K.
and that's with all the money from the tavern. You got a bunch of money from donations for food. Blah 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 blah. Right. And you are ready to settle in for the night. Unless anybody has anything else after the party. Everybody's gone home. The alley is dirty at the moment, but there's shops that are closed up and left there. Some of the owners just left their cart there for the night, locked up. There's still potted plants sitting around. You assume Fala has probably gone to sleep and would probably come out and collect them in the morning.
I want to go get the seeds.
You go back. There are only 10 little pots left. Two of them are already missing a handful of dirt.
I will take the other 8 pots upstairs.
All right. If you guys settle in for the night, it is fairly calm. It was a good day and a good night. And
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 you guys hear Phoebe like in her room snoring before you even gotten up to your rooms.
Okay, guys have gone to bed. It's very late, and you guys sleep in a bit with a good day's work the day before. Sleeping in seems a little bit as like a good reward for the group. Although everybody roll perception.
Now our house gets broken into and we lose all our money.
15.
It's gonna be good.
30-20.
8.
Okay, this is gonna be good. So, Corbett and Phoebe are both woken with a start. A large shake rips through the house all at once. The sound of an explosion outside rattles the windows. You all get up quickly and run outside. It's roughly 10:30 in the morning or so. And as you reach outside, not 20 feet from your front door is where, Gorbert, you can see the explosion center. It's just 20 feet from the front door of the tavern, around which lays multiple bodies and people screaming out. The alleyway had been pretty not well packed, but there were definitely large groups of people in the alleyway at the time.
Oh, there were groups of people in the alleyway at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Mm-hmm. You can see leftover stuff from the party the night before that still hadn't been cleaned up. But there were people milling through the groups of people walking through the alleyway at 10:30 in the morning when an explosion happened outside of the house. And there are many dead bodies out there. And that's where we're going to end it tonight, I think.
No.
That's intense.
So Gorbert and Phoebe, you have run outside, and Sora, you are still upstairs.
Am I asleep or did I wake up?
You woke up, but you didn't make the run out as fast as everybody else. So you were still
Okay.
inside. All right. And that's where we're gonna be next week or next
love it.
time.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
An official cliffhanger by Bully.
I did it.
You did it.
like a professional TM. Avalar would be proud.
Avalar would be proud.
We're all proud.
All right. Where would we like to go tonight? We can
So
go
that
quick-
was
Critical
that was a fun session.
Yeah. Lots of partying.
Old Dominion. Old Dominion is playing.
Old Dominion then.
So
that sounds good.
yeah, and it looks like Shogun is DMing.
Oh, nice.
So
Yep.
so let's go over and give them a raid. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Thanks,
Cheshire,
everybody,
great
for
to
coming
see
hanging
you.
out.
Boosted,
Woo.
everybody.
Very
For
eventful
sure,
night
everybody.
tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow night is Strahd. Next week is more stuff. Although I think next week's okay. We don't know yet. We'll see. Hopefully next week works out all right for everybody. Bye-bye.
Boy.
This raid will be started. We've got 4 seconds. Make sure you stop by tomorrow night for Curse of Strahd and watch us get our butts kicked by some vampire spawn.
Yeah.
And
Strahd's there, so it'll be
yeah.
fun.
Yep, Strahd's there fighting a celestial, so it's like epic boss versus boss battle.
Yep. We're gonna watch as long as
Yeah.
we can, and then we're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna watch the
beat
DM fight himself for as long as we can.
and then we're
But
gonna run away.
see you guys tomorrow night. Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming out. Bye, guys.